My clients often ask how they can start to prepare for this interesting program, how they can become a first-time home buyer, what they need for qualification.
Absolutely, it's a great question. So first of all, we need to point out that every client has a very different story. And in this case, it's very important to have the initial conversation, to do a research. What are the parameters that the client needs to focus in order to prepare for these programs? Because every program has a lot of its own details and every client has its own scenario. For example, there are a lot of clients who need to take care on their credit score because it's a very important parameter. There are other clients who need to start preparing to allocate the funds, and we need to explain what is the down payment, what are the closing costs, what are the processes that are directly connected to any program that the client needs to have a little bit of professional understanding and financial preparation, and how we can help in this situation. So there are many points, there are many parameters, but the best thing is to approach it on the individual level. That's how I think the client, because there is no thing that works as one hat that fits all sizes. Every time client has their own individual situation where we will be able to help them.
I have a question. For example, my client doesn't have good credit score. Can you help them to fix, or what's your?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. We need to be keeping in mind their credit score is one of the most important decision-making factors for every lender. So there are nonprofit organizations that these clients can reach out to do their research. There is a website called credit.org, which is a non-for-profit organization that is not being paid or sponsored by any banking institution. It's an organization that was created in order to help clients to reach out to understand how is it problematic, what's going on, because a lot of times the guys think that everything is fine and they're on the right track, but sometimes they miss one payment and one automatic payment that happened a couple of years ago, and that had such a bad negative effect on the credit score. So they need to reach out to professional people who work on that, and credit.org would be a good organization. But also, due to the fact that I have been in this industry for quite some time, I have a lot of highly professional people that I personally know, and I see the level of their professional approach, that I can make an introduction to the client and they will be able to pull that credit report, see the situation, what is happening with the client, and help the address. Because the credit.org is a non-for-profit organization, and it will be able to help the client that has not very deep and not very complex level of issues. But sometimes something happened 5 or 7 years ago and the client didn't know what pulled his credit below any normal trajectory. So these guys who are professional credit advisors, every time the guy or the girl who are professional, they will be able, because they deal with these issues on a daily basis, right? So I have the people that are very, very professional. They will be able to pull the credit, to see the situation, to analyze it, and to have a direct conversation with the client how they can help in this particular situation, to start preparing for mortgage application, because the client will have a much better financial position if his or her credit is in a very good standing. That has a lot of influence in that level of getting a positive decision from the lender.
Thank you.